entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Two and now on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And that'll set him back 5. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Jerome Baker, Dolphins leading tackler in 2020, in on the stop there.
Second and 9 at the 27-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense for the Dolphins, they played extreme over Atlanta.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo.
On first down, here's Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
From the 41, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Give him 18 on the play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Allen being chased out left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, a run with Breida. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish. But you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
To throw again on second down. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36.
Here's Gaskin. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes.
Touchdown! It's complete. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Bills will add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run now with Gaskin, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action, now it's Tua. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Allen. Flush to his right. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Allen now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Nick Needham picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Tua. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. Mike Gesicki as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second and 11 now. Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Allen off the play fake. Steps away to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do, don't.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Allen to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd down and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Markel Lee. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Tua trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now they'll throw with Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Gaskin. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here on the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there and made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Taken in at the 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
One of the most exciting plays in football, a kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now a handoff here to his running back.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
Tua now on first down.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Miami. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing is Allen. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Now a give to Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Breida. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Allen steps away. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Timeout for the Bills field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes The quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will...
And got his man complete. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, it'd be up in the 300s right now. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a